Snide's Return is a tabletop role-playing game interviews and actual play podcast. We interview content creators, Twitch streamers, and fellow podcasters, and we put out our own actual play using a variety of different systems. So come and join us, come and have a listen. You can find us on Twitter at Return Snider. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, or check out our website at www.snidesreturn.squarespace.com.
Hello, Tomies. The DM Dave here. Just some quick announcements before we get into our episode. Our first announcement is that we're going to be at SaltCon. SaltCon is a little gaming convention here in Utah, and it is being held on March the 2nd through the 5th of 2023. We're going to be there. We're going to have our own little table, so come visit us, and we'll have some merch there as well for you guys to purchase. I will also be running some games there, so if you guys are new to D&D and want to learn how, I will specialize in how to teach people how to play. Or if you just want to sit down and play with me, you're more than welcome to come as well. I will also be participating in a panel with some other podcasters here in Utah, so that'll be a fun thing for you guys to join as well. For more details about what's going to happen in SaltCon, keep listening to our Solemns column. There will be dropping more information as we receive it and as things get planned out. The second announcement that I have for you is that we have a mailbag coming up. Submissions are coming in now, and they'll be received all the way up to January 31st. That'll be the last day we receive it. That's the cutoff date. How do you submit a question, you ask? Well, there's many different ways. Through Twitter, you can ask us, through Instagram, or on our Facebook fan page. But the best way that you guys can submit a question is through our email, and that is chaosbardpod@gmail.com. That's the best way that we can categorize it and get it on the list so we can answer them. What questions can you ask exactly? And you can ask questions about the story, you can ask questions about our characters, or just ask us questions about us, as the individual peoples that play. All questions are open, and make sure that your questions are family friendly. Well, that's all the announcements that I had, so let's get to the episode.
You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard.
Hello, Tomies. Welcome back. I'm your host and DM Dave. To my left, I have
Henley, Boudreaux, Garatha,
An almost dead Roscoe.
and Fenrir. So we're kind of in a boring part of the podcast, in the boring middle of a
chop
battle.
chop. Get to this. I want my turn.
All right, but we need
I've been waiting
She's
for
waited 2 months for this, man.
yeah, 2 months to get my turn. Shh, you're ruining the magic, guys.
We got to recap first. So.
And you're going to take a super long time.
Oh, I wrote like 2 pages of recap. I'm just kidding. Okay. The group is on their way to the mines with their new companions, Keth and Hurla. They were traveling through the canyons when a storm rolled in. The group found shelter in a cave. However, it was not empty. The group startled a creature. Not just any creature, but a were creature. Roscoe, Garatha, and Fenrir and Hurla pursued the creature while Boudreaux, Henley, and Keth stayed back. Boudreaux stopped the creature in its tracks with a command spell. Roscoe confronted the creature, joined by Garatha and Fenrir and Hurla. Roscoe hit the creature, but the creature quickly healed. Lila hit it with her special whip, and the damage lingered. Fenrir was thinking on his feet, casted heat metal on Hurla's bolts, but unfortunately, those bolts planted themselves into Roscoe.
Rip.
Taking him down to a knee. Garatha runs up and pulls 2 bolts out, leaving Roscoe barely holding on to consciousness. Will the creature get away? Will this be the end of Roscoe? And if so, will Colin be the last one to know the secret of Rowdy Roscoe's delight? Find out now.
Gasp.
Hold on, I need your
beautiful.
peach mead recipe.
Encore. No, don't.
No.
So, Garotha leans down and is like, I need the peach mead recipe.
Hurry. Oh, yeah, the peach mead recipe. That was the secret, too. One last thing, Roscoe.
Before you go.
I love you. I miss you. But
We need to keep your legacy living.
There's no
What's
hope
your peach
for
mead
you,
recipe?
but your mead, it can live on.
okay, so we left off, and it was the creature's turn.
I'm so scared.
Sigh.
It is standing right in front of Roscoe, and you see the shock on this creature's face as all that just happened. But it turns and runs away, continues down the tunnel that was right behind it, the tunnel that Boudreaux stopped it from going down when he cast command. So it takes off. Henley, it is now your turn.
Well, I just heard Roscoe scream,
Yeah.
and
Lila asking for the peach mead recipe.
That was whispered.
Oh, sorry.
so I kind of push Boudreaux a little bit out of the way, and I run 30 feet down the hall.
Okay, you're able to get to him.
And then I misty step,
Okay.
I turn into silvery mist, and land right next to Roscoe.
Okay.
And then, with my action, I cast Cure Wounds.
Da, 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 da.
Is Misty Step a bonus action for you?
It is.
Ooh.
Is that going to push the darts out of my back or just heal the wounds that are...
Ooh.
Just heal the wounds.
I would assume it's just going to heal the wounds that are open.
Yeah, because it's not going to give you tons of healing anyways.
Right.
Yeah, you get
So yeah, the remaining bolts will stay there.
10 HP back.
Nice. Now we're at, what, 11 now?
11.
You were down to 1? Okay, that was end of Henley's turn.
Yep. Can you tell I had that planned? So fast.
And Keth just kind of stays with Boudreaux, waiting for some kind of command or anything. Okay, let's
Yeah,
go
because
back
the
up.
two people who speak Orc ran off.
Yep. Just Keth looks at her. Looks at Boudreaux. Says,
Is it my turn?
no,
Oh.
but you could say something to
That's
him.
Cat's turn.
That's Keth's turn. He just asked you a question. You can respond if you want.
No.
No?
I
Did you not understand him?
Yeah, I don't. But I obviously look super nervous and like I'm ready to bolt.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Roscoe, back up to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my my second wind.
Okay.
Get a little more HP back.
Explain what second wind is.
So second wind it's just a thing that I have as a fighter. It's once per short rest. You can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 4 health.
Class time.
Glass fight.
So that is going to be 13 more health.
Nice. That's a good roll.
I was almost max, yep. And then I'm going to turn to... Oh, hold on. 24, okay. I had to math, guys, sorry. I can't do much with 2 bolts still sitting on my back.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn to Grotha and have her ask her to pull the other 2 out.
Would you like to pull them out?
Sure.
We can kind of like group initiative
Yep,
this.
yep.
So you guys can overlap actions and stuff. So you could take your action to finish pulling the rest of them out, the other 2 out. And then we can go back to Roscoe to finish up his turn if you would like.
Yeah.
We'll be a little loosey-goosey on this.
Okay.
Goose?
Is there
It just doesn't sound as good when it's loosey-ducky.
any more damage that comes with that?
Yes, I'll have some more damage coming that way. Garotha, make me a strength check. if you want to pull them out.
Hold on, it's Garathas. I gotta use the right dice.
As that happens, a wry smile comes across Fenrir's face.
Dun, dun,
His
dun.
eyes turn beet red. He aims at Roscoe with his crossbow and fires a shot.
Wait, for real life, bro?
No.
I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Wait.
Wild card Fenrir strikes again.
He even reached for his dice. All right, did you say what? Just a check or what? What was
Yeah,
the
strength,
thing?
which you do get advantage because there's strength and you're raging.
That's true. 16.
Okay, that's good enough. So Roscoe, you get 3 damage.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, that's. I think last time I rolled like max
Max damage.
Yeah. So only 3 this time.
Okay. So I'm
Don't
sitting,
sound so disappointed.
I'm sitting, sitting about half these.
I was so close to killing him, and now everybody's healed him. Dang it.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Evan.
And then I guess, I mean, Roscoe's pretty angry right now, but he's also more angry at everybody behind him than the creature in front of him. But
Excuse you.
I imagine he'll pick up his glaive and his torch and
Okay.
head down the tunnel further.
Okay. You head down, because you can move 25 feet, right?
See. Yep.
Would you like to dash?
I don't think I would this time
Okay.
because I'm still recovering.
Okay. As you make your way down this kind of tight crevice tunnel, you don't see the creature. You can still hear it panting and moving, but you do not see it.
How far down the tunnel can I see?
You can see, I think it's like 10 feet normal and then 10 feet dim light. So only about 20-ish feet ahead of you.
Can I tell it? Is it going pretty straight, do you think? Or
Right now, it's just a one tunnel thing.
right, but I'm saying like, is it a pretty straight tunnel or is it kind of
It's kind of weavy.
serpentiny? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Specifically, wee.
Like a twisty slide, except horizontal.
It's a shoot.
Shoot. But yeah,
Okay.
still hearing it, but not seeing it.
Cool.
Nobody would be able to get around you. Lila Gratha.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
It's completely roleplay, has nothing to do with this. I'm going to turn around and look at, what was it now? Perla?
Mhm.
Like, what the heck was that? And then that's all I do.
Okay. She just shrugs.
I'm so mad at her right now. I just walked back past her, or back towards her.
Okay, Fenrir.
Fenrir's going to go, he's going to move 35 feet or try to just get right next to Roscoe.
Okay.
Look at him and be like, that was my fault. Sorry.
My bad.
I love how you just call yourself out on all of the things.
And then he's going to hold up a crossbow bolt and it's still going to be like bright red.
Okay, so you grabbed one before.
So I grab one before and then
Okay.
I'm going to like use my bonus action to keep it heated and it's going to glow red
Okay.
and that'll be it.
Hobby.
Interesting. Okay, so you're right on Roscoe's heels. Boudreaux, it is now your turn.
Tell me, this all happened very fast.
It did.
So, if I run up to Roscoe, I'm running up to him as they're being pulled out? The arrows?
You could probably, if you're going to run inside, I'll say by the time you get in there, you heard Lila Garatha yelling, "Why did you do that?" But Roscoe's not there anymore. You could probably maybe see him scurrying away. Well, actually, we'll say Roscoe's already gone. You see Fenrir head down the tunnel because Fenrir was kind of the last one to go in.
Okay.
So if you're going to head down in there, that's what would happen. That's what you would see.
Okay. So Boudreaux is going to run in, and then he looks around panicked, and he's like, "Where's Roscoe? Is he okay?" He's alive. Oh, that's good. Yeah. But he's still pretty hurt.
Yeah, he's alive for now. And you see Hurla just start following him down.
Is she trying to kill me?
Yep.
Because that's the impression I'm getting at this point.
Oh, part of the plan. I know what she meant, but I'm just going to keep it to myself.
I can't remember how we did it. Could I make another roll to see if I'm scared enough to go forward?
Maybe a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Well, I'm good at
And
that.
for listeners, Boudreaux is rolling some little wisdom save things because of something in the past. But
8.
8. Okay, so
You rolled a woo low.
so Boudreaux, you rolled an 8 for your wisdom save. I'm going to say that you feeling a little claustrophobic,
Yeah. So
and you have disadvantage on all your rolls right now.
okay. So I think after he's like, "Where's Roscoe? He's okay." Boudreaux's like, and then he just doesn't go forward. He just kind of looks around, panicked, and kind of stops.
Okay, it's Hurla, and as I said, she's like, "He's not dead yet," and then continues down the hall, brushing past Lila and Grotha, and heads down.
I am genuinely concerned for my safety from this lady. I'm just throwing that out there.
She's
Me as in Evan, not as in Roscoe. Roscoe has no idea what she sounds like, but from Evan's point of view, it sounds like she's after me.
She reminds me of the lady from Atlantis. Hold on to your butts.
Oh, the announcer lady. What's her name? She's so funny, always smoking the cigarette.
Okay, Henley, it is now your turn. The creature just had its turn. Now it's yours.
Well, Henley looks over at Boudreaux, sees his panicked eyes, then looks down where Hurla just entered, and she's going after Hurla.
Okay.
Because she thinks Hurla may, because she was there, saw the bolts, and she recognizes them from when she was doing the practice.
Yeah.
And that just made her on edge. So she's going after Hurla.
Excuse me? Anything else particular you want to do? Just movement?
I probably could if she dashed, Henley's gonna dash after her, and my movement
Roscoe only moved 25 feet down because he did not dash, so you guys are making a nice little line.
is okay.
Roscoe, Fenrir, Hurla, you.
It's just like the little...
So you probably moved like 15-ish feet.
So is Hurla in front of me
Yes.
then? Henley's going to turn her around and be like, Hurla, what did you mean? Why did you shoot Roscoe?
I didn't mean to shoot him, but if we don't keep up with him, he probably will die.
Is that what you meant by he's not dead yet?
What else could I mean? Now let go.
Henley will use the rest of her movement to walk out.
You just turn around and go the other.
Yeah, she just oh gosh, and just
Okay.
walks out.
Kath, you hear Kath yell in orc. Is everyone okay?
Do you want to respond or do you want me to respond?
Hello?
We're okay.
Roscoe's not.
Do I need to come in?
Well, it's not like you can really get to him.
Good point.
It's getting really small.
I will guard the entrance.
That's a great idea, Kath.
Okay. We'll go to Roscoe.
I'm just going to keep trudging along down the hall.
Okay. Are you going to dash this time?
Do I see with my normal movement, do I see anything?
Nope. Still winding down this pass.
But I can hear it?
Yes, you can still
Does
hear
it
it.
sound like it's getting further away, or am I keeping pace with it?
It's
Or-
getting further away.
And then I guess I will dash.
Okay. And as you dash, you're able to see it in the distance. It seems to be stopped at this moment, looking back at you.
Jump on it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm doing something. Okay. So how far away are we?
So you are probably about 30 feet away from it.
Brilliant.
So
We're in
it's like you can tell something's there. You recognize the figure. It's still a little dark.
Okay.
Ahead.
We're in a cave, rocks, things like that,
Correct.
right? Okay, so I'm a little annoyed.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to actually... I would like to... I don't know if I can do this. I want to use my action surge.
Okay.
I would like to switch weapons to my bow
Okay.
and shoot it.
Yeah, I will allow it.
Okay. It was a 14.
Oh, where is its AC? Hold on.
You can go ahead and say 13.
Okay, a 13 is a hit.
Okay, great. So I'm going to use my bursting arrow.
Is that a bonus action?
It is not.
Okay. Oh, it's the...
It's from my arcane shot that I don't have to declare unless it hits.
Okay, thank you.
And so that is the immediately after the arrow hits the creature, the target, and all other creatures within 10 feet of it take 2d6 force damage.
Okay.
That's 6 damage.
Force damage.
Force damage.
And then what was the normal... Does it count the normal arrow damage, or is it just...
It just says after... I don't think we did. I think it was just that damage.
Okay.
I think I replaced it.
Okay.
So with that though, and I don't know the how DM wants to play this exactly.
Okay.
My goal is kind of to attempt to cave in on top of the creature because it is that force damage. And it's within a 10-foot radius of the creature if it hits.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I'm going for, but if you don't want to allow that, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, though, it is going to take that force damage.
I will roll and see what...
How stable it is.
Stabilize the rear deflector shields.
Yeah, I'll roll a percentage die. Because the structure around it is still pretty solid, but there could be possibly knocking a couple rocks loose and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So this arrow flies, hits the creature, explodes, right, with the force damage. You see some rocks tumble around it. Not enough to collapse it, but you see a few rocks fall on it. Falls, and then you see the creature just suddenly disappear. Almost like it fell off a ledge.
Spooky.
And you see some rocks.
Do I hear anything? Like
You would hear, so some of the rock falling.
like a
stumbling.
Wilhelm scream as it's falling backwards?
You do hear a scream on there as they're falling, and you can hear kind of rolling, like gravelly rocks clanking together.
What
as
does
it
the
falls.
scream sound like? Is it more animalistic or is it
It would be
more
more
human?
more like a kind of a roarish.
It's okay. You can just demonstrate.
I did just demonstrate. Probably like a roar, except female form.
It just sounds like a cat.
Okay. Now it is Lila. You just heard an explosion. You've heard Roscoe's exploding arrow before, and then you hear that roar, scream.
Well, I'm obviously not worried about Roscoe at this point then. If he's good enough to shoot, he's good enough to beat. He's fine. In order to determine what I would do, what my characters would do, I need to know what Boudreaux is like at this exact moment. Because he's frozen and he's kind of like panicked, but I need to know exactly what's going on. Like facial features, is there heavy breathing? Are you panicking? Are you just kind of sullen and a little bit scared?
Yeah, so I think he would have taken a step forward as if he was gonna go to Roscoe, and then paused and turns around, and then I think he would just go against the wall once again. Just,
Panicked?
to his back against the wall, kind of as if something startled him. Yeah. But he's calming down now, so I wouldn't say he's too frightened. I would just.
There's a nervousness there.
Yeah, nervous.
Okay.
Not quite panic, but definitely okay.
I can do this. I can do this. We got this.
I would imagine.
Okay. So that is going to leave Garotha in charge then, and I am just gonna sit tight. I'm not gonna do anything because I can't get to where I need to go. There's too many people in the way.
Yep. Fenrir. So Roscoe moved 50 feet. So you could, well, you'd be about 15 feet away from him. You were right on his heels, and you saw him shoot the arrow, and you have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you were able to see the rocks fall around the creature, and more clearly, you were able to see this creature fall off a ledge.
Can I try to shoot it before it falls?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
If you possibly had your bow ready, then I would say yes.
Can I try to throw the heated bolt?
You did say that it's in your hand. I'll give you a shot. I will have it at disadvantage because of how...
Because of the rocks around.
Because the rocks around. The creature is falling. You know, so there'd be some difficulties there. Plus, not being proficient in throwing a hand crossbow bolt. It's not as balanced to throw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's going to move.
But at this point, you could make... The tunnel is opened up enough that you could go around Roscoe.
So I'm going to move that 35 feet. As I see the rocks fall and the creature start to fall, I'm going to move another, 20 feet and see if I can peer over the edge to see what.
Okay, that would be your action to dash. Okay, perfect. I will get to that in just a second.
Okay, and then bonus action, I still want to light the flame of the thing.
Okay, so you're keeping
He
it
just
hot.
thinks that's cool.
Look what I can do, guys.
Boudreaux, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna stay against the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hurla, falling right behind, stays behind Roscoe, sees what's going on, and she seems eager to get up there and look as well. So, back to Fenrir real fast of what you see.
And you fall right on top of Mendrick.
Yay!
Or what's left of him.
For the night.
As you look over the edge, Fenrir, you notice that there are webs everywhere down here. The rock slope that the creature fell down, it's about 60 feet rock slope, ranging different size of rocks, opens up into a semi-open cavern. Let's say it about 50 feet open space. And you see the body move down at the bottom, trying to get up, and then collapses on its back from the weakness and from the fall, and kind of restrained by the webs. As you see this creature flip over, you notice that the body has changed. It is no longer covered in fur or bear-like features, but below you now lies a small dragonborn. You then start hearing noises, soft chirps and hisses, as you see several black shapes with 8 legs in various sizes, from large throwable rocks to Boudreaux size shapes. And they're converging. And they're converging on the body. So that is what you see, Fenrir. You took your action to move up there. You used your bonus action to do that. So that's just what you're witnessing right now. You could talk if you wanted to.
Do you have a fear of spiders?
That's exactly the question in my head.
Roll it.
Afraid of spiders.
Roll it. Oh, please be afraid of the spiders. This would be so funny.
Maybe it just depends on who he is.
I like the idea of rolling, so we're going to go evens. I'm not afraid. Odds, I am afraid.
Spiders. Why does it always have to be spiders?
All right, Ron.
I hate spiders.
Oh, I was actually thinking of Indiana Jones.
Is it a 6 or a 9?
Snake.
Is the one at the bottom or the top?
The bottom.
Okay. So Fenrir will look back and
spiders.
just be like, there's a lot of spiders down there. We might want to be careful.
Hurla and Roscoe, you heard that.
Welcome to Tones of the Chaos Bard Mid-Show Break. I'm your host, Rupert Bumpkin, from the Rocky Talkie Gnome Radio Network. First item of business is the 5-star reviews. Remember that Solemn will give you a shout out and read your review on Solemn's column. Then he will review your review. It's great fun. Second is the Ko-Fi. This is our Patreon merchandise store. You can purchase keychains, coloring pages, and MP3s of our songs. You can also commission to feed the cast or write a letter to Dear Boudreaux. If you are interested in becoming a patron, there are 3 tiers, each with varying rewards, including a full post show, DM Dave's deep dives, and coloring activity book with exclusive art. Go to ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard. That is Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard, and help us grow. And last but not least, the biggest way you can help us is share us with your friends and family. That is all, folks. Back to the show.
Henley.
We don't hear any of the.
You did not hear that, no.
Probably just a echo.
Probably heard Fenrir say something, but you
It's
don't.
muffled.
You
Yeah.
don't muffled, yeah. Plus echoey. But you could probably get a sense of some kind of warning with that tone of voice.
I will step back into the with my full movement and ask, is everybody okay?
Kath is just gonna chill. Roscoe. So Henley comes around the corner and asks that question.
Fenrir says there's spiders?
How big are they?
Pretty big. I don't think the war creature's going to survive.
Yeah.
Oh.
As this, the spiders are continuing on. So I'm gonna have time lapses here. So as you guys are talking,
So are we out of initiative then?
kind of out of initiative, but the spiders are still encroaching to the creature. Fenrir, you're seeing this, so I'm just letting you guys know, the more you talk, events are still happening. Events haven't paused. So, Roscoe, are you going to move
Yeah, I'm going to move up because I want to see. I'm going to pick up my glaive.
and head to the edge?
Yeah, I'm probably, I'll put the glaive away and keep my bow out and move up to the edge.
And you still have your torch, right?
Yeah.
It's attached to him at this point.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're looking over there. You can see these dark shapes heading towards that dragonborn.
And I can tell that it's a dragonborn now.
You can. It's faint, but it doesn't look like the same body that you shot at.
I'm going to look at Fenrir and be like, that's not the same thing.
No, that's what were creatures do.
Poor guy.
Herla is now up there with you guys. Lila,
I'm having an internal argument at the moment because Lila really wants to go over and try and comfort Boudreaux because of the small amount of the panic, the uncomfortable, and Garth is like slapping her hand and no, he's fine. But I also have something I haven't used before for my barbarian. It's called Danger Sense, so I want to try and inspect the walls and see like that. So it's I have an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be. So it gives me an edge when, like, to dodge or if danger's around and stuff like that, and in advance on dexterity saving throws and whatnot.
Good
So,
to know.
and that's just something that I have. So I want to, like, try and inspect the walls and the cavern and stuff like that while having this argument, because Garotha is pretty perceptive to see if there's anything off. that I see
surveying
with it.
your environment. You don't see anything out of the normal.
Doesn't seem weird.
No.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to have that internal argument.
Awesome. Okay, we're back to Fenrir.
At this point, how many spiders are there?
So you see 2 of them that are about Boudreaux size.
Okay.
I love our increments of measurement.
I said he
I
was
thought
the
it'd be
size of
fun.
a barrel. Hint, hint.
A Boudreaux barrel.
Including legs or no?
Without just the body of the spider is as
As
big
big as
as.
a barrel.
So there's about 2 of those, and then there's a couple smaller ones.
So Fenrir is going to he's going to take a step back. He's going to look over at Roscoe and be like, I think the war creature's gone. Do we want to attack these spiders, or should we just let them be?
Scrunchy face.
Um, So I want to peer over the edge.
'Kay.
Okay, and I want to see if I can get a better like read on the what's now a dragonborn. Like, is it still alive, or is it pretty much done for, or?
It's hard to tell from this distance because you not having dark vision, you don't see as well as Fenrir does.
Right.
But what you can see is you can kind of see the form is different. You're familiar with looking at dragonborns because of Dracarys.
Right.
But to tell if it's alive or dead, Fenrir knows a little more information about that, but you would not.
Okay. So I'm going to ask Fenrir the same question. I'm going to look at him and be like, is the dragonborn down there? I mean, can you tell condition a little bit?
The large spiders are now...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's alive now, but the spiders are converging and he's going to die.
Spiders are probably now 5 feet away from him.
Okay, how big is he? I mean, how far away is the dragon, like, distance-wise?
60.
Probably about 60 feet on a sloped... Like, to get down to it, it's about 60 feet away.
Okay.
But the rocks, it's a slope, rocky, kind of like dumping gravel, and it kind of slopes.
Okay.
You'd have to get down there.
So here's what Roscoe's going to do, because he's fighting a were creature is one thing.
Yeah.
Leaving someone to die to spiders is another thing. But Roscoe, I mean, as far as he knows, yeah, they turn back and forth, but there's no coming back from being a were creature.
Correct.
So even if we were to save him now, he knows that down the road he could turn on us again. But he also knows that nobody deserves to be eaten by spiders. Okay, so here's what Ross...
Such an inner conflict.
It's a huge, actually, like...
It's almost like you have two people in your head.
I mean, it's a huge thing for Roscoe, because this is kind of a first thing for, first time encountering this. He's like, okay, we just beat the crap out of this thing. We chased it down the hallway, and now it's a normal person. What do I do? I'm going to go up. I'm going to look over the edge, and I will ask Fenrir kind of what he sees. Be like, hey, can you tell, is that Dragonborn down there alive? I mean, I can see the spiders, but can you tell if the Dragonborn is alive?
He is alive at the moment, but the spiders are closing in.
Okay. So from there, Roscoe's having that internal debate. He's like, that's now a normal person about to be torn apart by some spiders, but he also is very much a were creature. So I want to actually try and put the Dragonborn out of his misery.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot it.
Can I use my action once he says that?
Finish what you're doing, Roscoe, and then we'll get to Fenrir in just a second.
So I want to shoot it, and then based on, if it hits or not, I also want to use my bursting arrow to try and eradicate some of the webbing around so that those spiders fall down further away from us so we can turn tail and run.
Okay. Fenrir. So you see Roscoe just told you, let's put it out of its misery. You announced that to everybody. Around.
Yeah.
Let's
Kind
just
of
put it out
like,
of its misery.
it's hard for
misery.
Roscoe to see him.
Right. So you see Roscoe
And he doesn't want to hear that.
starting to pull out his bow. What did you want to do?
I want to load the lit crossbow bolt into my crossbow and ready a shot.
You wouldn't be able to do that because the crossbow bolt is actually from a hand crossbow. So it's only like a foot long or like 6 inches, 8 inches. Wouldn't fit in your crossbow. It's too small.
Okay. I would probably recognize that before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will ready a spell,
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
and I'm going to cast... So the creature is 60 feet from me.
Correct.
I'm going to cast Shatter.
What's that?
Roscoe, go ahead and roll to hit.
It was a 22 to hit.
Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Thank you. That's what I was
I wanted to make sure that Roscoe or Fenrir wasn't going to try and stop you.
Oh.
Okay, so for the initial damage from just the bow, it is 5 damage.
Okay.
And then for the bursting arrow damage, it is going to be 8 damage.
Okay. Okay, Fenrir, what was yours?
Okay, so it's not dead after that hit.
It is not.
Okay.
Sorry.
Spell time!
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from the creature, the were creature. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. It's a con save of 14. A creature takes 3d8 damage, thunder damage, on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
And a creature made of inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, or metal, has disadvantage on this throw. I wasn't sure what the spiders were made of.
They're made of pure crystal.
Carbon?
They're fleshy. Yeah.
Stone
Okay.
spider.
It's just a flesh wound.
They all fail.
I rolled
That
that.
is freaking ridiculous. And this affects the were creature too, right?
Yes. 13 damage.
Okay. All these spiders are converged. They're all, within 5-10 feet of it. Roscoe, you do your bolt. Boom. You see some of the spiders just collapse. The 2 bigger ones are kind of shaken. Fenrir, you do your shatter. Boom. You see those big spiders just crumble. You see the were creature on the ground. Like, every time there was a hit, it, flinched, And now it's just laying still. All the spiders are dead. You don't see any more crawling around. We're out of combat. What would you like to do? Henley, we'll jump to you since you haven't necessarily had a turn yet.
What just happened?
Are you running up to them?
Yeah, I'll move
Okay.
up to them.
Boudreaux and Lila, are you guys going to head down and join? Or are you going to stay where you're at?
I don't hear any screams, and I feel like the sounds don't sound like it was super. Yeah. So it's fine. I stay.
So I'm going to take a step forward and look at Boudreaux and take a deep breath and then just book it down there.
Okay. So you're making it. Kathy's still chilling.
Yep. It's like, cat, stay there!
Okay. Boudreaux's by yourself now. Okay. Do you want to make your way back to Kath?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I think I'll inch towards on the wall, just scooting.
Okay, so you're back there with Kath. Lila Garotha, you're on your way, so I'll let you know when you get there.
On my way.
Okay, so now it's Hurla, Fenrir, Roscoe, and Henley. You're kind of over this ledge looking down. Spiders are dead. The creature's just the dragonborn. Henley, you have your dancing lights still as they're flying around and stuff. I'm guessing you kind of inch it down there closer,
I
maybe?
think I would probably move a couple down so I could see.
Okay, you see that it's a dragonborn.
Is it? You said something that when you first mentioned it was a dragonborn, that it was a small
Correct.
dragonborn.
Correct.
Would that mean that it's like a child?
You could probably
Or
assume
it
that.
was-
Or an adolescent.
You can,
Probably.
because you've seen Dracarys, that he's a full-grown dragonborn. There's certain features, just like adults, there's certain features of it. You could tell that it's a younger dragonborn.
Okay.
Henley asked what happened.
And just a reminder, the creature's about 4-ish feet tall.
I'll kind of fill Henley in on what happened,
Okay.
Be very, very kind of melancholy about it all.
Okay. Lila Garotha, you show up.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna start looking around, taking out a rope, see if I can tie off the rope so I can get down to the body.
Okay. You're able to find somewhere to tie it off.
I'd go over and help him.
Okay.
Just hold it if I needed to.
Perfect. You heading down then, Fenrir?
I will head down to the body if no one's going to stop me.
I was
Henley will the dancing lights are down there, but she'll like secure your robe.
So you're helping Lila hold the rope. Okay. It is tied off. You guys are just kind of helping keeping it secure.
I would probably honestly follow Fenrir down.
Okay.
You just jump, right?
Yeah, YOLO.
That's what Fenrir should have done. Featherfall. Whee!
So for me to explain, it's probably about from the ledge that you're at. It probably goes down about 10 feet straight, but then it just slopes, probably at like a 30-degree angle of just loose rocks, different sized rocks and stuff. And there's webbing all the way down there. So it'll be rough terrain. So it'll take you a minute to get down there.
Did you use that one arrow that was going to disrupt the webbing?
Around the body, yes.
Yeah.
So around 10 foot, but you've still got 50
But the body's
feet.
still there.
The body's still
Okay.
there, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it is going to be rough terrain. Your movement's going to be halved.
That's fine.
So it'll take you a minute to get down there. Just
Okay.
giving you a heads up.
Yeah.
You guys are able to make it to the body.
My
You-
foot gets caught in the webbing, and then I have to break it free.
You can shake it out, yeah.
So he's going to be Fenfall.
I like it.
Please fall in the webs and just come out as a Spider-Man instead of a snowman. Like
Fenfall is now going on the list. of Fenrir names. Okay. Anyways, back to... Okay, you guys are able to make it to the body. You can tell it's still breathing, but it is unconscious. You do see some of the injuries that it had on its body from falling down, the bruisings and stuff like that, going away.
While it's unconscious, I want to kind of try and, like, not necessarily... Loot is such a bad word sometimes. I don't want to loot the body, but I want to, loot the body. I want to see what he's got and see if there's any, like, identification, like...
Look for the wallet, see if they have a photo ID.
Exactly, yeah, something like
take
that.
the 20.
I mean, technically,
If there's a 20 on there, yeah, I'd probably take it.
I looted Oscar of his armor he was wearing.
While he was wearing it. I'm going to take this, Oscar.
Oh my.
Okay, you're able to look around. You don't really find anything to identify what it is. No loose coins. Really doesn't have any personal items with it.
Can I pull out my cell phone and snap a picture?
Tink.
Are you missing this were creature?
Fenrir, you do anything?
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow
Okay.
with an aim.
So seeing what he's doing,
Okay.
I'm kind of on the same page as him. I'm gonna look at him and I was like, I have a different idea. Can you heat the tip of my glaive?
Yes.
While they're doing this and having that conversation, I obviously see that weapons are coming out.
Uh-huh.
Can I tell that it's an adolescent?
You have dark vision.
I do.
Yeah.
And
You'd be
my
able to-
dancing lights are down there.
and your
dancing
dance. Yeah. You'd be able to tell it's young.
Okay. So I was never one for really attacking and killing said creature to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say, what are you guys doing? That's a child.
I'm trying to think of what he would do. Because, like, he knew it along, but it's like, in Fenrir's mind, he's already
gone.
gone.
And
Like,
that's exactly what's going through Roscoe's head as
Like-
well. He's like,
So as you guys are contemplating on what to do, you guys kind of freeze of what you're going to do. You guys see it move, and you see its eyes open, just staring at you. And you see this panic just in its eyes. It starts, crawling away, just like, and as he gets up to go, to run away.
don't do it.
Gosh dang it.
He's doing it.
Roll the 1. As it gets up to run away from you guys, it stumbles and it kind of rolls around and it just gets tangled up in more webs. And it is just restrained. It's not moving. And you just hear, does anybody know Dragonborn?
I mean,
Me.
I do.
I do.
I'm not there though.
Henley does.
You just hear this voice of please, no. Just let me go. Just let me go. And you guys hear this, but Dragonborn. But you would still feel the tone of the voice.
She understands it, but I hear it and I'm against this, so I am just going. I don't even care if I'm secure or not. I'm just going down.
Okay. climb down the rope and then kind of hurry down.
Henley yells, "Stop! We need to talk to him."
At this stage, as he was saying light metal, the glaive is now lit. And I'm going to turn and look at you.
So lit.
Look at Roscoe.
So lit. Guess I'll look up at Henley and are you going to come down then or?
Yes. And then Henley starts climbing down.
You see this creature just struggling. Just struggling. Tears just going down its face. And you guys all surround it. And we'll get to the rest of it next time. Thank you guys for listening. Big shout out for D.A. Nichols for writing the music and songs for this show. Big shout out to Monument Studios, Realm Walker, Tabletop Audio, and freesound.org for the extra songs and music and sounds. With that, I am DM Dave, and to the right I have
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Garath and Lila.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And follow us next time as we unroll the scroll to tell the tale.
Bye.
Eight's a good number because 7, 8, 9. 8 survived. Oh no, wait. 7 survived.
Well, technically 8 wasn't involved, so.
Dang it.
He moved out of the way. He's like, I'm not having any of this. Okay. Plus 9's just a pregnant 7.
Anyway.
So it's double murder.
All right, we're getting off track. These several black shapes with long 8-legged legs. Or 8 legs. In various sizes.
That's terrifying.
That's terrifying.
Its legs have fingers.
Let me read that again.
Oh, I have another one today, too. I figured it out in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to say, or should we just...
Go ahead.
Yes,
What is it?
well, we're on the topic.
Fen hair.
Fen hair?
Hair. I don't know.
Like a rabbit?
It's just got the cool style.
Yeah, I was like, he's got like Elvis hair.
A greaser Fenrir.
I'm pretty
Greaser Fenrir.
Yeah, with like Elvis hair.
That's the real bard right there.
A fun hair. I'm going to sing your song.
I gotta say. Hey, girl.
Anyway.
Dude, will you play that one, please?
Okay. Anyways, back.
Random question while you're looking at this. Because it's a were creature, if you have animal handling, do you get advantage on this?
No, I'm gonna say no.
Dang it!
Good question, though.
It's a monster, not an animal. I am so offended right now. Boudreaux's not that big.
Well, for a spider, that's huge!
I mean, in Fenrir's mind, like the body of the spider is as big as
Boudreaux.
And then they have the legs coming off of that, right?
I know, but that's
Yeah.
rude.
And you're like, what, 120 pounds?
Boudreaux is perfect just the way
He's a
he
big
is.
boy.
Boudreaux, 120 pounds?
Or 200 pounds?
Because Boudreaux's like 6, or not 6 foot.
No!
Like 4-ish feet, right?
4. He's just a little bit taller than me, so he's like
Yeah, he's just
141, 42, something.
A little taller, plus dwarves are a little more stout.
Oh, stout. Husky. They're
Whenever you
husky.
say that, all I can think of is, for some reason, I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
That's Boudreaux's theme song now.
I'm a little Boudreaux, short and stout.
You know what? At this point, if I'm a teapot, I might as well be Uncle Iroh. Okay? Leave me alone. Oh, he's 4 foot.
4 foot.
He's like the size of a barrel, right?
Yeah.
Like a keg or something.
I am the barrel.
Oh, yeah, and he weighs 150. But we're changing that. He weighs 144. Just kidding. Too bad I can't do Kronk's theme song. Curls up in the ball in the end. Yeah. Anyway,
Cat
that
picks
does
you
not
up
happen.
and rocks you. No, I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't. He's like, what
he
the
actually
heck?
crawls into Cat's arms.
And he's like,
me.
No. No way.
You just go
Anyways.
back.
Okay, so
You
Boudreaux,
go
you're making
and,
way.
like burrow into your sleeping bag.
I picked that up.